and welcome to Wildly Curious, where the questions are unhinged, the science is real, and honestly, we're just getting started. I'm Laura.
And I'm Katy. And...
Ever wonder why a bat might glow? Or how frogs made it to space long ago? Dinosaurs trained for delivery runs. We're asking the questions, the weird ones. Wildly curious, where science gets strange and kinda hilarious. For nature's wonders to ancient funk, it's facts and fun rolled into one big chunk. Wildly curious, we're just wonderful. Come join the fuss.
Well, I guess we don't really do usually updates for these minisodes because they're so short, and it's just like a go for it.
Yeah,
Right?
it is a go for it. Yeah,
Okay.
typically.
Besides just you introing, here's our minisodes.
Here is our minisodes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the minisodes that we're going to do this season, remember guys, in previous seasons we do a long episode, short, long, short, alternate, because Laura and I are busy people, and this allows us to pump out like quality content, but without killing us on our normal schedule. So for these miniseries for this season, we're going to do animals you probably have never heard of.
Yeah, I like to think of it as, you've probably never heard of me.
Yes, hopefully. I mean, not hopefully, but also hopefully.
Yeah, I want to surprise some people.
Yeah, right? Okie dokie. Do you want to go first, Laura, then?
Sure. I'm going to be so interested to see if you know, because I think I might have heard of two of them, but I knew nothing about them.
Okay,
And then one of
okay.
them I've just literally never heard of.
I'm ready to Google.
Okay. So then my first one is the pitohui.
Pitohui. It sounds like a spit.
Right? But
Yeah.
no, it's pitohui, but it's Pitohui.
Ohui. Oh, a bird. Oh, this one I do
Yes.
know. I do know.
Okay. So for all of you that hopefully don't know, hang on, because this is one weird bird. So this guy or gal lives in New Guinea, where lots of strange animals live, because very much like Australia, it's an island, it's been isolated.
And it can
Weird
kill you,
jungle
right? This is the one that can kill, this bird that could kill you, right?
Well, not really.
Okay.
But there is
okay.
some weird stuff about it.
Okay. I think I know which one you're talking about now.
So the pitohui, there's multiple species of them. There's at least 5 different ones. Mostly I found my information on the hooded pitohui.
Mm-hmm.
It lives in the forests and the edge habitat of the mountains and the lower foothills there. So it's definitely like a tropical bird. And it's got a really startling appearance. It's got an orange body with black wings, a black head, and a black tail. So like all of its extremities are black, but with a bright orange body. So very Oriole-like.
That's what I was going to say.
That in the States.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I remember it. As soon as I looked at the picture, I was like, oh yeah, the one that looks like an Oriole.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
in the Oriole family. So
Oh, okay.
the whole thing tracks. Well, it's not a New World, it's an Old World or Oriole.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a mouthful.
Wow, I
Old
was just
World
going to say, I
Oriole.
was like, I'm glad you said that, because you know me being from Western Pennsylvania,
You're
I
a
cannot
R's.
I can't do vowels, R's, and L's. Like, so
Oriole.
that's a nightmare for me. Old World,
it's a-
I can't. Go
Old
ahead.
World Oriole. And
Yeah.
even my mouth is like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
It's about the same size as an Oriole or a dove. So it's a fairly large songbird. Males
Yeah.
and females look exactly the same, and they do erect a little crest on their head when they're upset. These birds are omnivores that eat insects and fruit, and one of its calls is its name. So we've talked about that in our last section of minisodes,
Yep.
is how do these birds get their name? It just says it. It goes, pitohui?
That's so
So-
cool, though.
Yeah.
It's almost like one of my favorite birds for a long time, and it still kind of is whenever I was in Australia, and it's the wampu
Yes,
fruit dove.
wampu.
And it's because when you're out in the rainforest and it echoes through, it sounds like a little old man in the forest going, wampu. Just way out there, wampu. It's so funny.
Good brain feel. But why am I talking about this bird? Like, everyone's like, okay, cool, a bird, but there's a reason. It's because it's freaking poisonous.
Yes.
This is only one of a few poisonous birds, all of which live in New Guinea. So
Of course.
Australia, New Guinea, they're like
Yeah.
next door neighbors.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
so-
they broke apart from each other too, right? I'm like,
one would think.
I think so, yeah.
This bird produces toxins that are super similar to poison dart frogs. The toxin that it produces is called a toxin. And gram for gram, toxins are one of the most toxic substances on Earth. So depending on, like, just versus other toxins, it's crazy.
Yeah.
In this bird, it's found mostly in the skin and the feathers, and it's a type of neurotoxin that, like poison dart frog wise, would just straight up kill you. Thankfully, the bird will not, but there is some effects we'll talk about. So how does it become poisonous? From its food, just like poison dart frog. They eat a type of beetle, and the beetles in New Guinea are super closely related to those found in Central and South America that the poison dart frog eats. So again, like totally different sides of the world.
Yeah.
Talk about convergent evolution.
Yeah,
eating basically the same kinds of beetles. And the baby birds are not as toxic, showing that this toxin accumulates over time, which tracks for if it's an eaten, like because of what it eats.
Yeah.
Snakes have been seen, though, eating and regurgitating the eggs, which might show that the eggs and the nestlings become slightly toxic from the feathers of the adults. So, like, just the fact that they're being sat on by a toxic bird makes the eggs like, ugh.
Yeah.
Or pass through the system of a toxic bird. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's still debated. Oh, and the toxin makes them smell bad, like really bad. Like the bird itself just smells rank. It's still debated whether the toxin is just a random byproduct or if the bird uses it as a defense. Like it might be one of those situations where it's just beneficial, but it was going to eat these beetles regardless. Like whether it's intentional or not. They're still figuring out. The toxin is less potent than that in the poison dart frog. Probably because poison dart frog eating a beetle, that size is very much closer to a bird eating a beetle. So there's just not as much toxin in their body.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's in their skin and their feathers does deter external parasites. So perhaps it's not necessarily like a, I'm going to kill you if you eat me.
Yeah.
But it is helping it survive.
Yeah, not a defense in the typical big predator defense necessarily, but defense for what would typically probably go after it more.
Right, and like birds can be really, I mean, external parasites can do a big deal on birds.
No, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Like they suck the blood out and like just weaken them. Plus, the coloring of this bird, I mean, there are plenty of beautiful colored birds, and they don't all mean they're aposematic. But aposematic coloring, warning coloring in nature, is often bright colors to show that they are poisonous or venomous. So is it these colors because it was always going to be these colors, or is it because it's... Anyway, indigenous peoples from New Guinea will not eat the bird, or at least without a lot of preparation beforehand. And there have been reports of numbing after handling dead specimens. Another scientist who was netting them reported pain and numbing of the hands. And it's said that contact with the birds produces unpleasant tingling, long-lasting numbing, sneezing, burning, and watering eyes. So, like, it might not kill you, but it's not a pleasant sensation. You don't want to grab this bird. And
but
so
also the sneezing seems out of place.
Like,
you know what I mean? It's like painful. It's like
pepper spray.
Yeah, right? Jeez.
Right. You're right. The sneezing doesn't make sense really because it's a neurotoxin. You wouldn't think that.
Yeah. Typically it doesn't, but yeah. That's funny.
And so between the fact that they're basically horrible to eat because they would just like make your face go numb.
Yeah, geez.
And are like a pepper spray bird, and the fact that they smell bad, indigenous people call them rubbish birds. So
I mean,
they're just a rubbish bird.
Yeah. To be fair, it's the same thing like up north in Pennsylvania. I didn't grow up eating catfish because you call them trash fish. But down in the south, everybody loves catfish. But no, they're bottom feeders. It's trash fish. You don't eat the trash fish. So
don't eat the trash fish and don't eat the rubbish bird.
Yeah.
So are there poisonous birds? Yes, there are. There are very few of them, and almost all of them are pitohuis. And if it's not, it still lives around on that island.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, that was a good one. That was a good kickoff one. I'm going to do
people never heard of a poisonous bird.
Yeah. And I'm going to, now that we're talking about birds for 2 seconds, I'm going to do a pitch because I just bought, so the book that I've talked about before, The Rise and Fall of Dinosaurs by Steve Bruschetti. I'm so sorry, Steve, if I mispronounced your last name. But his book, The Story of Birds, just came out. It is so good. Again, The Rise and Fall of Dinosaurs he explains, the rise and fall of dinosaurs, but in a very understandable way. He does a fantastic job of breaking it down. The Story of Birds literally starts back at the beginning and moves forward. So far, so good. So if you guys like birds, The Story of Birds is out now. Please go by Steve Bruschetti. Please go check it out because it is really, really good. All right, guys, that's it for today's episode. Next week, we will be coming at you with a long episode. Don't ask me what it is because I don't remember. But next week, it'll be another.
Which is cool.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so next week, we'll be talking about genetics. And that's it. Yeah. Okay. Talk to you guys next week.
Later, folks.
To space long ago. Dinosaurs trained for delivery runs. We're asking the questions, the weird ones.